Shalom. YAHUSHUA Brakatah to the brothers. Shalom. Shamar Shah to the sisters. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Start on 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. And since 1969, we've been teaching this truth to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Because ain't nobody else gonna tell blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that Hurricane Milton was sent from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else gonna tell you that Hurricane Helene was sent from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? These things are sent to destroy America. The port strikes was sent from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? These things are to bring down Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Babylon needs to fall. You know what I'm saying? You know what you need to do, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, woman, and child? You need to do this. Give me Zephaniah 2:1. You know what I'm saying? Every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, woman, and child needs to do exactly what this scripture says. You know what I'm saying? We need to do this and do it expeditiously. You know what I'm saying? Do it quickly. You know what I'm saying? Because the end is near. You know what I'm saying? Airstrikes in Beirut killed 22 as they level a building in Lebanese, right? That's how you say it, Lebanese. You know what I'm saying? This is the war that's going in the Middle East right now. You know what I'm saying? Israel versus Islam. You know what I'm saying? These things are happening, and guess what? These things were told to you in the Bible. These things were given to you by your Lord, you know what I'm saying? By your God. You know what I'm saying? These prophecies were given to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians before you were even thought of. You know what I'm saying? And they're here so you can escape what's to come of this earth. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Now listen close. Every black and Hispanic man, woman, and child. Go ahead.
Gather yourselves together.
Gather together, man, means stop being so ignorant and forgive your damn brother. Forgive your damn sister. You know what I'm saying? Get over whatever ought they may have done to you. You know what I'm saying? Go and speak to that brother. Go and speak to that sister. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? We need each other. Black man and black woman, we need each other. We need each other. You know what I'm saying? We cannot do this on our own. We cannot do this by ourselves as individuals. Nowhere in history can you show me that any Israelite or any prophet in the Bible did it by themselves. They did it with their God and their people. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do it by yourself. And stop falling for the foolery that they're trying to put out for you. You know what I'm saying? While the whole world is gearing up for war, you dancing in the rain at Hurricane Milton. They dancing in the rain. You canoeing in the flood waters as your house is underwater. But I was just talking to somebody about this. I was like, that's how you know black and Hispanics are traumatized. When something terrifying as, a category 4 hurricane is about to destroy your house. You know what I'm saying? You over there playing in the rain like a kid. You over there getting all the Don Julio that you can to go party in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And if I could too, that's how you know we're destroyed, because we only doing this for likes.
Right.
Likes and just to get shared or something like that. That's the only reason why we do it. Why record it? Where are they going to go? Who are you doing? You're not doing it for yourself. Like you said, you're in the middle of a flood. What's this, level 3?
I'm gonna have to look it up right now.
There's a whole hurricane in your city, and you Wu-Tanging in the middle of the street is crazy.
Right. The water all the way up to your stomach. You over there dancing. Your car floating by you. You dancing for TikTok. You know what I'm saying? It's category 4. You know what I'm saying? Alexa, what are the wind speeds for a category 4 hurricane?
The maximum sustained wind speed of Hurricane Kirk was 145 miles per hour.
Jeez.
By the way, you have a new notification.
Alexa, stop.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah. Yeah, finish the scripture off for me. Hold on. So Alexa, I can't even say repeat that. What is the wind speed for a category 4 hurricane?
The maximum sustained wind speed of Hurricane Kirk was 145 miles per hour.
So Alexa, stop. 145 miles per hour. That's some of y'all topped out hoopties. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of speed. You know what I'm saying? That'll lift you off the ground while you're doing your TikTok dance. You know what I'm saying? That tells you the damage that blacks and Hispanics have sustained. Go ahead.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Gather together, O nation not desired. Who else is not desired in this place besides blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? Who always has an issue when you want to go do something creative and they always got something to say, but now they got your dances, your music, your poetry, and they sell it for millions. You know what I'm saying? But when you first created it, you were ostracized. You were told that it was nothing. You were spit on. You know what I'm saying? You are not a desired nation. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be around you, but they want to take from you. You know what I'm saying? This is only talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And it's so prevalent now. You know what I'm saying? Now we're, as an Israelite, right? Now, as a man in I.S.U.P.K, now we're at that I told you so movement. Because at this point, you can pull every prophecy out the Bible. It's happening in our faces. It's literally happening in our faces. There shouldn't even be an argument when it comes to the UPK. It should be like, I'm sorry, let me put my all black on at this point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else you can say, which there's nothing. The Christian churches are closing down. One next door is done for. I just seen the realtor join now up there now. Me and my brothers looking to, we looking to purchase. You know what I'm saying? We looking to Christianity is, we ready to get rid of that out of our communities because they realized the blacks and Hispanics realized Christianity was false. It wasn't real. The drugs wore off. You know what I'm saying? Christianity is exactly that. Christianity was just a long-lasting drug. You know what I'm saying? For blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. It lasted, and now that dope, that high that Christianity had blacks and Hispanics feeling, we're starting to come down from it. You're starting to realize, why the hell am I outside with no clothes on? Just like how Adam and Eve was in the garden. Why are they naked? Why are they out here why am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? Why am I sleeping with the pastor and he's telling me this is adultery, but he has a wife? Why is the pastor, why is it a culture thing, right? For our movies to portray pastors as sexual deviants. You know what I'm saying? We start realizing these things, right? You know what I'm saying? Now people are leaving the churches in droves. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to pay their tithes to the churches no more. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't discourage you from opening this Bible. You know what I'm saying? That should push you more to open the Bible and read what it actually is saying. You know what I'm saying? Come into the I.S.U.P.K under commanding General YAHANNA. Put on your all black. Humble yourself. Get taught properly. You know what I'm saying? Get taught properly. Close your mouth. Open your ears and listen. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be taught something valuable. You'll be taught how to love your people again. You'll be taught how to move as a nation again instead of trying to be an individual. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to get likes or be viral on TikTok while your house is underwater. You know what I'm saying? Or you might drown or an alligator come bite your ankle or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
They big over Florida too.
Huh?
Alligators is big as hell over Florida.
Oh yeah, they got the big drums. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, and they shells is hard. Like you can't really just shoot. I think it's either, I forget which one is the biggest one, the alligator or the crocodile. But you can't just shoot it with a regular gun. You gotta have one. Like you go talk to them white boys that be really wrestling or like playing with them alligators. You gotta have like a big like Magnum type gun. You gotta shoot it. You know what I'm saying? The soft side is the belly. If you know anything about how alligators roll, they ain't really turning over unless they trying to kill a prey. You know what I'm saying? And you over there dancing next to him, taking photos. He about to bite your head off. You know what I'm saying? You goofing around. When are you going to take your life serious? You know what I'm saying? There's too much going on right now for you to be joking. There's nothing to joke about. The Bible says there's a time and a season for everything. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the season to be jokey. You know what I'm saying? It's a season to get our stuff together. You know what I'm saying? This place is about to be destroyed. Start packing your bags. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually. Start packing your bags spiritually, because them chariots, they on the way. Christ is on the way. You know what I'm saying? Destruction is on the way. You know what I'm saying? America is on its last leg right now. You know what I'm saying? They are trying to conquer them Arabs, you know what I'm saying? Them Arab nations and proxy battle Salagia, Russia, and World War III is finna kick off. You know what I'm saying? Lebanon and all types of nonsense. This is what's crazy to me. It was all pray for Palestine like the beginning of this year, and now I don't see nothing about it on social media. I don't see nobody talking about it no more. What's going over there in the Middle East? It's like we've been distracted again with all the other nonsense that's been going over here with P. Diddy and everything. You know what I'm saying? While the real war is happening, it's getting closer and closer to America. You know what I'm saying? And you worried about the election season. You worried about voting. And it's pissing me off. Every time I turn my radio on in my truck, man, vote Kamala. You know the little noise, the music they play when they got the Donald Trump signs off on this. Vote Kamala Harris. And I'm like, bro, it'll turn this crap off. I'm just trying to drink my coffee and go work, go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart.
Right.
For this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
You want to break it down? All right, start it from the top.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10.
Yep.
Arise ye.
Arise ye means wake the hell up, man. Get up out of this place. You know what I'm saying? When it says arise ye, it's talking about urgency. Urgently get up. Go ahead.
And depart.
Spiritually depart, man. You know how to spiritually depart from something? Stop celebrating the holidays.
Right.
Take the vibe out of everything that you're so used to, like grandmom's Thanksgiving ham and all that. Spiritually separate from that. Don't eat that no more. See, the small things matter. You know what I'm saying? You think, oh, it's only pork. I can just eat it because make my grandma feel good. The Lord will forgive. No, he won't. You know what I'm saying? You'll wind up, you know, he'll count you just as bad as the heathen because you're not correcting yourself. You know what I'm saying? He's giving you the opportunity. That's what that grace is for. You know what I'm saying? That's what Christ died for, to give you a chance. Instead of some priests coming and kicking your door down and chopping your hand off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He gave you a chance to not pick up the fork and stuff it into the pig. You know what I'm saying? He's giving you a chance. It was a depart from thee. You know what I'm saying? Depart from America's ways. Depart from their holidays. Depart from the LGBTQ. Depart from what else is there? Feminism movements. All that red pill stuff. Depart from that stuff, man. Right. Drug dealer lifestyles, whore lifestyle. I'm starting to notice this tricking thing is picking up now. It's at an all-time high now. That's how you know what I noticed, or not what I noticed, what I learned a while ago. Look at it. I learned a while ago is if you want to know where the poverty is at, you'll notice first off, they say the crime and the prostitution. That's where the poverty at. When they say look for the poverty in the city, the prostitution and the crime. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? That's where our people are at. Our sisters feel as though they have nothing. And just think about how detriment you have to be as a person to be like, I have nothing else, no goods to sell. You know what I'm saying? Nothing with I can't do nothing with my hands. So all I can do is sell my body. As a sister, your body should be the most valuable thing you have. You know what I'm saying? Your virginity, your goodies. You know what I'm saying? That should be something that's so precious to you that you'll die for. But you giving it up for what? $1.50? You know You know what I'm saying? That's how you know we're destroyed as a people. Not only are we dancing and dancing for likes, because now blacks and Hispanics, we think the only way to get money is through social media for some reason. Now we got to go sell it. Sisters got to go sell it. You know what I'm saying? Sell their most valuable possessions. You know what I'm saying? Just to make it. Because they ain't getting millions of dollars. They just making it. That's how you know we're destroyed. That's why we need to depart. Go ahead. Go ahead. Huh? Oh, yeah, no. Let's finish this joint first.
For this is not your rest.
For this isn't your rest, man. Just because it felt good, the nostalgia of it, you can go make it now. Just because the nostalgia of it was so good, how you practicing? Just because the nostalgia of it was so good when you was a child, was so good when you was growing up, you know, Christmas, and you used to sneak downstairs to watch, you still have to depart from it, yo. You still have to get up out of this place, because this place is not your rest. You know what I'm saying? This is some place that you should be like, be content. And it's so heavy because why would you want to be content with just maybe a $400,000 house or a nice apartment? Why would you be content with that when the Lord called you for more? Your father called you to be more. You know what I'm saying? He didn't call you just to be a peasant, barely making it. You know what I'm saying? Driving a Mercedes. Not even owning it, not even owning the land that's under your feet. He called you to own it. He called you to say, this plot of land is so-and-so's property, and it's in your family's name. You don't pay taxes on it because it's yours. You have servants. You have maids. You got nannies. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to wake up and be, oh, I got to go to work. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta dread the day because you gotta go slave. You don't gotta dread the first because you gotta make sure rent, mortgage, bills are paid. You know what I'm saying? The Lord called you to be way more on this earth. All we have to do is listen. All we have to do is follow his rules, follow his game plan. You know what I'm saying? And we will be the heads. We'll be the heads on this earth. Isn't that something you want to give to your child as a parent? Or you want to just keep being a dope dealer? Because it's so lavish, like running from the cops. You love it. You love the thrill of running from the cops. You know what I'm saying? Or you love the thrill of getting your head, putting your body at risk for all types of disease because you want to sell it. You know what I'm saying? Or you putting your body at risk because you putting whatever drug in it. It's not your rest, man. This place isn't somewhere you're supposed to be comfortable in. It's supposed to be like, man, I need to find a way so me and my people can get up out of America. And that's what every man in the I.S.U.P.K believed in. And that's what made them come into the school. You know what I'm saying? That is what made every black and Hispanic man in the I.S.U.P.K put on that all black and walk through those doors and said, I want to find an answer for my people. I want to save that little boy and that little girl that's growing up because her parents are on drugs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of seeing those things. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to depart from America. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to be taken care of from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to be soldiers. They wanted to be something more than just Negroes in America. They wanted to be kings. They wanted crowns. They wanted rulership, and there's nothing wrong with that. That is called black supremacy, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Every other nation on this earth feels the same way about their people. Why can't blacks and Hispanics feel that way? Why can't we have a sense of pride about us? You know what I'm saying? Every other nation feel like they the smartest, they the best, they got the flavor. But in reality, when it all boils down, blacks and Hispanics have it. But it's been taken from you. That pride has been taken from you. Every time something happens, you gotta humble yourself. You feel like you gotta humble yourself when it comes to being a black man. What's up? Go ahead, let me see it.
The book of Deuteronomy, 31, verse 6. Be strong and of good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord thy God, it is that doth go with thee. He will not fail thee nor forsake thee.
You want to break it down? Read it from the top.
God, be strong and of good courage.
Be strong and be of good courage. Alexa, define courage before I do it.
Courage is usually defined as the quality of mind or spirit that enables a person to face difficulty, danger, pain.
Alexa, stop. Stop. All right. Read that again from the top.
God, be strong and of good courage.
Be strong and be of good courage. Meaning you, America throws these obstacles at you as a black man. You ain't scared. You go at it head first. You know what I'm saying? You will fight those demons. You know what I'm saying? They throw LGBTQ at your kids at school. You don't just, oh, okay, I gotta think like this now. No. You stay at 10 toes on what the Lord gave you, the instruction. He said, man shall not lay with man, woman shall not lay with woman. It doesn't mean you fold or bend the knee because America told you this is the new way. It's 2024. That's not what you do. It says, be strong and be of good courage, man. Be courageous. Go be a man. Go ahead.
God, not even that, but even your kids.
Right.
Like, even your kids feel like they want to be gay or be an LGBTQ. Don't fold in and be like, well, whatever makes you happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't be that weak father or that weak parent and be like, yeah, exactly what you said. Well, whatever makes you happy and think you're a bad parent because you correct them and tell them, no, that is not a lifestyle that you want to be in. No, that is against the Lord. That is wrong, son. That is wrong, my daughter. You know what I'm saying? That is a wrong thing to get into. It is nothing wrong with you saying we do not celebrate birthdays. Break it down to them. And it's going to happen because guess what? The whole earth is celebrating their birthday. You know what I'm saying? Your job as a parent is to teach. Your job as a parent is to not just go with the flow of things. Your job as a parent is to have the answers. And there's so many sisters out here that's struggling because guess what? Who usually does that? Who usually is not apt? What do you call it? Not, yeah, I want to say accepting. Is like who usually, like, think of a man. Like a man, he always, especially when it comes to women, he always wants to have the answer for her because guess what that entails? He's a good leader. Right. That's what good leaders do. Good leaders have answers. So when your woman comes to you, you might not have it then. That's when you be like, I ain't got it right now, babe. Let me get back to you and I give you the proper answer. You know what I'm saying? Just like the men in here, when brothers below us or brothers above us ask us for advice or counsel, if we don't have the answer, we go back and give it to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're supposed to do to your kids also. Your kids want to celebrate birthdays, you break it down how that's a satanic holiday. They want to celebrate Christmas, you break it down how that's a satanic holiday or a heathenistic holiday. And who give a damn if they go to school and say, teacher, so-and-so, and this is not right. And then you got to go to the school. So what? You applaud your son. You applaud your daughter because guess what? They did exactly what you taught them and it wasn't wrong. What you instilled in them was courageousness. You gave them strength, something that the earth is lacking right now. They don't have no strong sons out there right now. This is what I told the Edomite at my job. I said, I can't wait for my son to get to a certain age because he's going to step on these other little boys out here because he's going to have something that nobody else is raising him with. You know what I'm saying? He probably didn't realize what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? He thought I was talking about strength in physicality or strength mentally, but he's going to have spiritual strength also. You know what I'm saying? He's going to spiritually be separated from America. He's going to stand out. He's going to be courageous. He's not going to be scared to voice what he believes in because of the rainbow community. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to back down from fights. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? My son is going to have the answers because I'm not raising him to be a follower. I'm raising him to be a future leader. I'm raising him to take my shoes. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, I'm raising him to replace me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm raising him to replace my shoes. So if I fall, you know what I'm saying? If I go leave this earth, I will have a replacement to fill my shoes. So my brothers still have a gun in the fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We raise our men or our young men to be warriors, man. We don't raise them to be no sissy. You know what I'm saying? We need more warriors. Get out your feelings. You know what I'm saying? That's something every man in here. What made us come in here is we most of us, especially Black and Hispanic men, we didn't have that father figure. And we knew something was missing. So we searched for it. And guess what? We found the men of the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA.
Right.
We seen something that we never seen growing up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't tell us that you had to break down the dope like this to get like that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to do, they didn't have to do none of that. All they did was open the book and gave us answers. And then they moved a certain way. And you know what we seen? It was a masculine spirit. You know what I'm saying? A militant spirit. Look at the men of the I.S.U.P.K. and you can't tell me we don't look militant. You know what I'm saying? We get it all the time. Women feel safe with us. You feel scared because you don't even want to sell drugs when you're around us. You know what I'm saying? You are fearful of the men of the Lord. Keep going with that scripture.
Fear not, nor be afraid of them.
Don't be afraid of the so-called white man in America. Don't be afraid of the LGBTQ community. Don't be afraid of the Ku Klux Klan. Don't be afraid of the Trump supporters. Don't be afraid none of that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared, man. Do not be scared. Stand up. You know what I'm saying? Every man in this Bible, they had to stand up in order to get their name in this book. It said Gideon ain't want to do it at first. Moses ain't want to do it at first. But guess what? The Lord said, get up. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel wanted to stay on that warm thigh that whole time. He didn't want to go to camp. The Lord said, get up, go out. You know what I'm saying? You have to do, you can't, and this was killing me about our generation. Nobody wants to be different. Nobody wants to do anything. Everybody thinks they're a hero, but look at real heroes, historical heroes. You know what I'm saying? You had to have actions. You had to have done things. You don't just think you of importance because you just sit in your house and you're alive. You're of importance because you're doing things. You gained that. You gained the respect from your actions. And so far, the only people I see that garnered that respect was the men of the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody out there going to feed those babies. You know what I'm saying? Going to put clothes on those clothes and jackets on those babies that's suffering in the cold out in Philly and Trenton. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody standing 10 toes for Blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to go to Africa. It is easy to go to Africa and give them some rice. That is the weakest stuff I've ever seen. You think God loves you because you went to go feed some stinking Africans, some stinking Hamites. You know what I'm saying? When they over here, leeching off of your people, leeching off of you, and your people over here starving, and you gonna go take your funds over there. You are weak. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no hero. You are a coward, a traitor. You ran from the challenge. Go look at how these celebrities and all these rich Black folk are. They wanted to get out of the hood. They say this the crab in the barrel mentality. Instead of being the crab that actually tries to muscle everybody else up. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to just get out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't want to save nobody else. Especially when you think about how they came up. They came up because the Black community brought them up. Nobody was listening. No white man was listening to Meek Mill. It was the hood. The hood was playing his DVDs. Ain't nobody was looking for P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody was listening to Biggie or Tupac. It was the hood that brought them up. Who were they selling the records to? It was niggas. You know what I'm saying? Now you talking about you want to separate from us. We ain't no good, but we brought you up. We brought you up. You know what I'm saying? And that is the most disgusting thing you can do as a people, as a person is abandon your own people, because these other nations don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They them Africans, them Somalians, them all that, they come over here and they send barrels and food and all types of stuff back to their people because they still remember they have a duty to their nation. And that's what blacks and Hispanics, we need to realize. You know what I'm saying? Brought out earlier how we got to gather together. We got to realize that it's only us. You know what I'm saying? My mom and dad raised me and my brothers. If one fight, we all fight. That's how we always got into it. Every time. And I was a loudmouth little boy growing up. You know what I'm saying? So I always talk crazy. And it was never to somebody that was my age. So the guy that I always got in fights with at school was 5 years older than me. Probably my brother's grade. You know what I'm saying? And I remember the one fight, he flew across the schoolyard and I was getting jumped. Boom. And he knocked one of the tall, he was like, it looked like he was 7 foot. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we should be for our people. Anytime any nation try to come against our people, we should be flying across that schoolyard to defend our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be any reason that sisters don't feel safe in the hood. They should feel more unsafe outside of the hood. You know what I'm saying? That means black man, we need to step up. We need to step up. Go ahead with that scripture if we got any more on it. Be courageous, man. Go ahead.
For the Lord thy God, he it is that doth go with thee. He will not fail thee nor forsake thee.
Now imagine your son has that. Knowing if I just follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, if I reside with my people, the Lord is going to have my back. You know what I'm saying? He's going to go to them schools. The truth should not deter you from achieving great things in America. It should not deter you from going get that degree. It should not deter you from getting that salary job. You know what I'm saying? That corporate job. It shouldn't deter you. It should honestly encourage you to conquer those things, because guess what? You'll see the so-called Edomite, the so-called white man as below you and his society below you. So you will see it as easy. Your son be like, this ain't nothing compared to what the kingdom is going to look like. It ain't nothing that I can't do. These books is stupid to me because the white man wrote them. These textbooks, he don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I could easily solve the white man's math because guess what? Our sisters sent their people to the moon. The human computers. You know what I'm saying? So imagine what I can do if I actually had power. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is actually with me. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to stand 10 toes. He's going to go ahead and bring home that diploma to his father and his mother. He's going to go ahead and get them grades you command him to get. You know what I'm saying? He's going to go ahead and get whatever career that you told him to do. And he's going to exceed in those things. You know what I'm saying? These are the men and women we raise in the I.S.U.P.K. We send them out into society. You know what I'm saying? America should be thanking us. You know what I'm saying? We ain't teaching them to sell drugs. We ain't teaching them to kill them or bomb or do nothing terroristic. We just teaching them to separate. You know what I'm saying? We just teaching them to not coincide with America's ideals. You know what I'm saying? Is that it on that? What was that? 7921. Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 22.
Oh God, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32. You said 22?
Yeah. Come.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 22. For a fire is kindled in my anger.
A fire is kindled in the Lord's anger. You know why it is kindled?
They out there and show you the whole time.
It's a lot here. You know why it's kindled? I'm trying to pull up the YouTube. All right. You know why it's kindled in the Lord? It's because his people is under the boot of a monster. And his people won't listen. We sinned against the Lord and we keep trying to follow our oppressor. The fire is kindled in him. And you know what he did? He sent Milton. He sent Milton to destroy Florida. He sent Hilton. Hilton? Was it Hilton? Or Helene? He sent Helene to destroy the Southeast. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody forgot how powerful the Lord was. That was just like a smidge. Y'all forgot. He flooded the whole earth. He let it rain for 40 days and 40 nights. Category 4 was what? 135, 145 miles per hour wind speed, picking you up off the ground. Imagine what it was like when Noah had to face the floods. When it rained them 40 days and 40 nights. Imagine the waves he had to see. Salaki, the waves of water he had to see. They say Noah's Ark is at that, what mountain is that over in the Middle East? You know what I'm saying? At the top of it. How does a big ship like that end up at the top of a mountain? That's how powerful your Lord is, or your God is. You know what I'm saying? He'll send waters that will literally place a ship. Like, the ship got to be longer than the football field and as tall as a building. You know what I'm saying? It's on top of a mountain. Ain't no crane can do that. But the Lord can. You know what I'm saying? This is who we pissing off. And this is who the white man pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Because you belong to God, the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And they are trying to kill you. And any good father, when somebody is trying to harm their child, what does he do? He defends them.
Right.
He defends their family. So the Lord is going to keep sending those Miltons and those Helenes. He's going to keep hardening the heart of those port workers that's striking. You know what I'm saying? He's going to keep Israel and Palestine, Gaza, Lebanon, Yemen, Russia, Ukraine. He's going to keep them at war. You know what I'm saying? For you, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, woman, and child. For you. So you can have a kingdom. So you can have a future. So you can have a life. Because guess what? This isn't life. This isn't life. This is death. This is death when you have to wake up and be like, I wish the Lord would take me today because I don't feel like going to work. Where you start looking at a hurricane as a joke, that is when we're far gone. That is when the mental illness has taken. You ever seen Shutter Island when he realizes that he's actually a psycho? The whole movie is about him being a detective, right? And trying to solve, I think, a missing person or a murder. And in the end of it, he realizes it's a game that he plays constantly because he killed his own wife. You know what I'm saying? And he realized he's a patient in the psych ward. You know what I'm saying? That's Blacks and Hispanics in America. You know what I'm saying? We let the ward, the psych ward trick us to thinking that we're that we are happy in this place, that this is our rest. In reality, we're mentally not there no more. Like, we're so far gone. You know what I'm saying? We're literally comfortable with the destruction of our homes. You know what I'm saying? And FEMA, that's how you say it. FEMA don't have the funds to give Blacks and Hispanics no more, so-called. But they're going to keep sending funds to them so-called Jewish man over in Israel. Billions of it. And this is why the white man began upset. The middle-class white man, middle class and lower class. Because he understands that this isn't right. He understands. Now that he's getting treated like you, he understands. You know what I'm saying? Now he's angry. He's pissed off. He doesn't like this. You know what I'm saying? So-called oppressor does not like this. He does not okay with this. You know what I'm saying? Which is why he over there storming capitals in Virginia with AR-15s because of the laws they trying to pass, and he sees the tricks that they are trying to do on his people. That's how I want to say that's how, because I don't want our people going in no capitals with guns. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know we ain't white. You know what I'm saying? You go into the Capitol with guns, they're shooting you.
Right.
They are going to kill you. You don't have that privilege. You know what I'm saying? That is another example of why you should realize that America is not your rest, because guess what? You're not equal to them.
Right.
In this place. You know what I'm saying? And in the Lord's eyes, you ain't equal to them neither. You're better than them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll take a cup now.
How many chips?
Just give me like 4 scoops of sugar.
I got you.
Nah, give me 2. You make me feel bad. Yeah, man. The Lord, this is not your rest here in America. You know what I'm saying? So stop getting so comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Start making those adjustments now. Start removing, what's the Start removing the Halloween decorations from your house now. Start removing the Halloween candy from your house now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and burn the slutty nun and the slutty clown and all that. Go burn that. Go throw it in the trash right now. Because this isn't your rest. This isn't the place you're supposed to be. The Day of Atonement is coming up, man. Your fast is coming up. You worried about trick-or-treating and elections. The fast that you're supposed to be doing to remember what the Lord gave you is coming up. You know what I'm saying? Afflicting your spirit. What is it? Is this Friday? Sundown. Are you man enough? Are you courageous to not eat or drink sundown to sundown? You know what I'm saying? Are you man enough to do that? Are you courageous like the Lord called you to be? Or are you punk? Are you so enthralled with America that you wouldn't fast with your brothers? You wouldn't afflict your flesh because the flesh controls you. Your body controls you. Every time you get a little feeling, a tingly feeling, you go sleep with a whore. Or every time you get a tingly feeling, you go sleep with a man. You know what I'm saying? And now you talking about, I hate my baby mama. That's because you ain't got no control over your flesh. You don't know what it's like to be disciplined. Every time you feel a little depressed, you gotta go spark up a blunt. You gotta go pop you a perk, or what's they doing? What do you even call it? What do you call it when you smoke the whippets? Do you call it huffing? Inhale. You over there inhaling the whippets because woe is me. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want to be courageous. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to just soak in your pity. You know what I'm saying? And get high. You know what I'm saying? Be courageous. Afflict your flesh this atonement, man. Fight for something that actually means something. And that's your God. You know what I'm saying? A God that is going to destroy this place for you. A God that is going to send storms, going to send nuclear missiles. He's going to send 200 million chariots, UFOs, angels, whatever you want to call it. He's going to send those chariots to America and destroy it with Christ. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to free you. He's going to free you from that feeling of thinking you need drugs. What you did? Don't tell me coffee grounds in there. You put milk in there. Oh my. No, I'll take it. Oh, that ain't red dropping. You know what I'm saying? Be courageous like the Lord called you to be. Fight your fears. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so scared to speak up against the popular mindset. Nobody wants to speak up anymore. Nobody wants to tell people they're wrong. Nobody wants to correct people. You know what I'm saying? We always want to just, what do they call it? Go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Going with the flow gets your child molested.
Right.
Going with the flow gets your wife slept with. You know what I'm saying? Going with the flow gets your child killed because you allowed them to sell drugs in your neighborhood. You said it ain't my life. You allowed them to just go live their life around your children because that's weak. That isn't strong when you have that isn't strong when you have an LGBTQ son. That isn't strong. And don't let your son feel strong if he has those thoughts. Or your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of us like to think that lesbianism is something different. It ain't different. It's just as disgusting. It is just as disgusting to be a carpet muncher. You know what I'm saying? It ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? You ain't fulfilled too as a sister if you doing that. What's that noise?
If I could too.
Go ahead.
How, like, my thing is, the parents that have these kids, these kids that think that they're gay or whatnot, how do that really make you feel? That you're raising a boy
Who wants to be a girl?
that wants to be a girl. Like, as a parent, how do you feel? Now, it makes me think, like, by you accepting it, is it more easier on you that for a parent to just flow with it, like you said, they just want to flow with things?
I think that's exactly what it is. It's easier. It's because you don't want to do your job as a parent to correct them.
Right.
It's easier to be like, Dad, if they go and tell you they gay, and you be like, okay, instead of being like, hell no.
Right.
Instead of saying, you ain't doing that in my house. You know what I'm saying?
If I could, it's a whole, and also if I could, it's a big uproar on Boosie about this.
Oh yeah, and they try to attack Boosie because he said B.O.W's son, right?
No, his daughter.
He disowned her, right?
Yeah, like his daughter not out of the house because she wants to.
And you know what's so crazy about that? They'll get on him about that, and they'll be like, "Oh, he embarrassing her," but they don't think maybe he's embarrassed or he feels away because why did you choose that lifestyle? I raised you. Why don't you just show me some respect and live the life that I taught you to live?
Right.
And instead, or I don't know, I'm not saying Boosie, right? Because Boosie do whatever that he do, but we giving her praise when she's obviously dishonoring her father. Her father doesn't agree. That's his child. You know what I'm saying? And y'all egging her on, thinking she's somebody. And then this is so heavy about it because a couple more years down the line, she's going to make a documentary about how her life is messed up because she made that decision to be gay. She's going to be like, this isn't what I really wanted. You know what I'm saying? But people gas my head up. The black community suffer a lot from that. The gaslighting. You know what I'm saying? They want to tell you to live in your truth and do all this, but they don't tell you the truth about that life they live in. They don't tell you the type of diseases that they facing, the type of domestic violence that they face. Alexa, what? How you ask this? What relationship has the highest domestic violence rate?
From cia.ba.gov.br.
Sheesh.
While domestic violence can occur in various types of relationships, including familial, cohabiting, or dating relationships, evidence consistently points to intimate partner relationships as the group with the highest rates of domestic
Alexa, stop.
violence.
I don't know how to say it, but the highest rate or the people that suffer the most from the domestic violence is the same-sex marriages. You know what I'm saying? Especially lesbians. You know what I'm saying? Lesbians face the highest rate of domestic violence. Girl on girl action. They are beating each other to a pulp because they both girls. I guess they don't see no fault in it. You know what I'm saying? And then go look at these men on men. They beating the hell out of each other, and these fights get deadly. that's when you know what's so crazy? When they fight, that's when they remember they men again. They try to use all their strength. You know what I'm saying? They punch you dead in your face. Go ahead.
It's like the voice even come back.
Yeah, the voice come back. All that sissy nonsense there. The Tyrone came right back when he punched her in the face. You know what I'm saying? And that's the community y'all push Boosie daughter to do. You know what I'm saying? And now she probably gonna get in a relationship with some stud that's gonna whoop her tail because the stud ain't putting up with her mouth. She got a period just like her. You know what I'm saying? And she is going to hit her in the face. She's gonna punch her. Go ahead.
I'm kind of saying it's heavy because what I tell people, man, like what people gotta know to understand, what people have to understand is mind your business when it comes to another man's household.
Right.
Like us in the black and the Spanish and the Indian community, we got enough problems in our own damn household for us to be trying to make these, to try to judge somebody else's household on what that man should do with his daughter or what she should do with her son. Like, let him be that father that he want to be.
You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because most of the black community, Salakia, most of the black community, our families are destroyed.
Right.
You ain't got no foot to stand on trying to tell Boosie that he can't disown his daughter because she's gay. You know what I'm saying? All right, say you got sons or you say you got daughter that's gay. You own them and your whole household is destroyed. Go ahead.
It's like maybe those females are the same females, man, that they mom kicked them out.
Right.
And wanting to be outside too late or being like
All types of mommy and daddy issues. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never forgive your parents. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you try to what do they call it? Push it on other people. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like you don't want to be the parent that raised you. In reality, now you're worse. Now you are worse than that dopehead or crackhead mama you had. You know what I'm saying? Instead of kicking her out, you accepting the drug addict in your house. And now they punching holes in your wall. You always got to patch a hole, and now you just gave up. Now you got a whole bunch of holes in your ceiling. I've seen these type of houses. I've been in some of these houses where you allow a child to be what he want, go with the flow, and they punching holes in your wall. You scared to come out your room. You putting locks on your door. You know what I'm saying? They got the deadbolt locks on the bedroom door because they tired of them stealing money out their room. You know what I'm saying? Or stop tired of them stealing stuff out of your room. You know what I'm saying? All locks on the cabinets because you locking up the food. That is not a life you want to live. This is your child. You scared of them. You know what I'm saying? You are scared of the children that you raise. This is what happened when you go with the flow because you were so terrified of what your mother and father did. You never healed from that. You know how to heal from that? You come in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get the counsel you need, sis, or get the counsel you need, brother. I get it. A lot of brothers face abandonment issues, which is why a lot of brothers don't like to deal with sisters after they get what they get and leave. Brothers deal with that. They don't want to be because their mama was a loud mouth. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you go off at the mouth, he gone. He hit the road, Jack. Yeah, he out of there because he ain't trying to hear what his mama put him through. He is not trying to hear the nonsense that his mom used to say as a grown man. You know what I'm saying? So we need to heal from a lot of the things we grew up with. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you can get that is when you come to the I.S.U.P.K and learn this Bible. You know what I'm saying? And get the understanding you need to know why your mother was like that. You know what I'm saying? Learn the history on what they did to blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? And you'll forgive your father. You know what I'm saying? You'll forgive your mother. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what blacks and Hispanics really need. And that is one of the tools we will use to gather together. And that's called forgiveness.
Right.
We need to stop warring with each other. Start forgiving your father and your mother, your brothers and your sisters, man. You have to. You have to, because everybody is needed to win this spiritual war. What scripture was we on?
We was on Deuteronomy 32 and 22.
All right, go ahead. I think we stopped at the Lord's anger is kindled.
We're from the top.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, 32, verse 22. For a fire is kindled in my anger.
The Lord's anger is kindled, man. I mean, just look at America. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I mean, like physically and spiritually, America is disgusting. You can't go outside. Like, I got a property in Philly. I get so mad when I just see random chips and all types of trash in front of my property. That's America. And that is America spiritually as well. I cannot go outside without seeing brothers and sisters, brothers especially outside, they tying up the shirts to get a tank top out of it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to look as girly as possible. You know what I'm saying? Trying to walk as girly as possible, trying to sound girly as possible. And it's killing me how it's the most naturally masculine dudes too. And I hate seeing the videos where it's like a 300-pound linebacker built bull in a cheerleader outfit doing splits. You seen them videos? I'll be like, what in the hell? Like, the Lord didn't make you for that. He made you to be some type of juggernaut on the battlefield, and you over here cheering. You know what I'm saying? You over here throwing your leg up. Like, you see how crazy that is? That is how destroyed we are as a people when you have subjected our warriors, our soldiers to this feminine spirit. You know what I'm saying? To this weak nonsense. You know what I'm saying? To only think that we can play sports. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing they good that they believe they good at. You meet some of them brothers that play football, like for NFL, that's their whole personality. Which is why, you ever seen that documentary on Netflix about the not the quarterback one. It's the runner back. The runner back one, I think it's called. It's made by Tom Brady, but and you see some of the brothers on there, they runner backs or wide receivers. I can't remember, but either way, all their stories are similar, right? Football is their life, literally. So if they have like, I remember one brother, he had like a broken shoulder, literally, pop. He had to go back. He said, man, I can't miss a game. Like his shoulder is literally off the bone. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said, just pop it back in. I'm going to go back in and win the game for us. You know what I'm saying? This is how much we are spirit. Like, this is how much you'll sacrifice for the game of football. You know what I'm saying? The Lord bless you with that strength and that speed, not to run the ball up and down the field for the entertainment of a white man in the box. Right. You know what I'm saying? He up there in his suit, all old and wrinkly, with all types of nastiness in his little box or whatever, getting drunk while you playing your heart out. For what? No, it's the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? That's the destruction of the black community. Go ahead. No, it's cool. It's just hot. Go ahead, read. And this is why the anger of the Lord is kindled, man. And it's going to hit everywhere, not just the rich. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come, and shall burn unto the lowest hell.
The lowest hell, you know what that is? That is where blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are. That is the ghettos. That is the poverty-stricken neighborhoods. That is the barrios. That is the projects. You know what I'm saying? Where did Hurricane Katrina hit? It hit the trenches. It drowned a whole bunch of poor people. You know what I'm saying? Where is Milton hitting? It's hitting the trenches again. What's the other one? Helene. They're hitting the poor neighborhoods as well. It's not just destroying mansions. You know what I'm saying? This is going to burn to the lowest hell. The Lord is sending these tornadoes, these storms to soften up America. You know what I'm saying? To put America in more disarray. You know what I'm saying? These things are going to happen. These things have to happen. So don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid, because this is your salvation. The salvation of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The salvation of Israel that the Lord called for. You know what I'm saying? It's been written in stone. You know what I'm saying? That Christ is going to come back and save us and redeem us. You know what I'm saying? Because we have been here too long. We have been in slavery too damn long. You know what I'm saying? I know you tired. You probably watching this joint right now, like just got off the slave. Tired of your white boss. Tired of maybe you got pulled over by the police always bothering you. You know what I'm saying? Blacks and Hispanics in America are tired, man. And you know how you know that's real? Because during COVID, everybody was happy as hell to not have to go to work. Everybody was partying their behinds off when they thought the shutdown was going to last forever. When they got that little check from Donald for the stimulus. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was happy as hell for that. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave you rest. You know what I'm saying? Now he had to turn it up a notch so he can speed up this destruction of America. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming swiftly. You know what I'm saying? Everything is happening so fast. It's hard for me to keep track. It's like a Dragon Ball Z episode or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen next. When they going into Yemen? When America's troops going to start? You know what I'm saying? When they going to send the 80? That's why I say I'm gonna say this right now. If the Army generals or whoever watching, when y'all going to send the 82nd? Go ahead and send them over there. I want to see them those Cherokees and those Black Hawks flying into what do you call it? Israeli and Gaza and all that. Palestine. I want to see them going over there too. Go ahead, throw them in a fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my popcorn ready. You know what I'm saying? And you will suffer the same fate that the so-called white man is going to face, because his children are going over there to die if you don't come in here. You know what I'm saying? If you don't separate from America. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to stay with America so bad until that draft comes to your house. Until they start requesting that your children go fight in a war. You know what I'm saying? We seen it happen in Vietnam? And you know what's so crazy about that? We lost so many good men, not just physically, you know, because a lot of men didn't die. We lost a lot of good Black and Hispanic men to the Vietnam War, and you get no recognition for it. I remember bringing out the other class where it was a Black soldier that was known, I forget his name, Vicious Jackson or something like that. And you know how hard was it to find him? You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no monument nowhere. But you got Murphy. You know what I'm saying? He got all types of workouts named at bases of Fort Bragg and all types of nonsense named after them. Where are the black ones? Were we not black soldiers? Was there no black soldiers in Vietnam? World War II? World War I? You get no recognition. They drafted your children, your sons. They died at war. Where's the recognition for them? They gave their blood for this nation for over 400 years. They literally fought in the Revolutionary War. Can your children name anybody's name that want a black man's name from any wartime? You know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't even know some of our grandparents were serving in some of these wars, our great grandparents. You know what I'm saying? That is what happens when you want to believe in America. Because guess what? They trying to do it again for this World War III. They're going to draft your children if you continue to believe in America. And guess what? There won't be recognition again. They will be treated the same when they come back. Just like our grandparents had to face. They went over there and fought wars and gained all types of PTSD, trauma, and all that from that warfare, and they were treated like a nigga again. You are still an uneducated Negro in America. It hasn't changed. You know what I'm saying? And this is why the Lord's anger is kindled, you know what I'm saying? To the lowest hell. To the lowest hell. Because the only good way to burn a house down is the foundations. You know what I'm saying? You have to burn the foundations of America. What's the foundations of America? Niggas, blacks and Hispanics. We built this nation. You know what I'm saying? We have built this nation off our backs. America would be so bland and they would be already conquered by the so-called Asians, by the so-called, who else is there? Russia, or whoever else they born with. If it wasn't for blacks and Hispanics. Blacks and Hispanics being their computers, being their foot soldiers, being their financing. You know what I'm saying? Who you think funded half of these wars? Your crack addiction funded the the proxy war they was doing down in South America with Russia. Those things happened. You know what I'm saying? Go look at the court cases. Go look at the CIA documents of how they put crack in the community to fund the war. You know what I'm saying? To go fund Israel, to put guns in Israel. You know what I'm saying? You funded that. You in the ghettos. You funded a whole war. While you was trying to figure out how to pay your bills, while so-and-so was smoking crack, or your mom was smoking crack, they were sending that crack money to the South America, to get guns for South America, to get whatever to Israelis and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord's anger is kindled. Where we at on that?
Okay. And shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundation of the mountains.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to set fire to the foundation of the mountains. The foundation of America is when when blacks, Hispanics do not listen to the Lord. He has to destroy the whole thought process of blacks and Hispanics in America. He has to. He has to destroy it. That Christianity, they can pray on the house and put what they do. They put the water on the house. They sprinkle the water, the sage and all that, and think the storm is not going to knock it down. The Lord knocks it down. You'll see your house tumbling down the road. You know what I'm saying? He has to destroy the foundations of America. He is going to burn this mountain down. The mountain is America. A mountain symbolizes a strong nation. You know what I'm saying? A high up nation. You know what I'm saying? Because America is very rich. America is very strong, military might. You know what I'm saying? So the mountain is America. He's burning it at its foundations. You know what I'm saying? America has to fall. So like America has to fall. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't fall, you'll be in slavery forever. If these negative or these bad things that you're so afraid of do not happen, you'll literally be in slavery forever, or you'll be destroyed. There will be no more blacks and Hispanics if we continue this way. You know what I'm saying? Is that it on that?
So concept.
Let me get Romans 8:3.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 3. For what the law cannot do, in that it is weak through the flesh.
So like, I want to get there with you on this one. Romans 8:3. All right, go ahead from the top.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 3. For what the law cannot do, in that it was weak through the flesh.
Now, this is Paul, right? Because it's Romans, right? Now, they can explain how the law didn't do anything for blacks or Israel through the flesh, meaning we didn't follow the law, right? When we had the judgments. This is when we were able to kill you if you were committing adultery or eating the pork or eating something, or you were sinning. You know what I'm saying? You would face judgment from the flesh. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have that. We didn't understand it still. We still sinned. You know what I'm saying? We still sinned against the Most High, regardless if you sacrificed the goat and you went and still did it again. We still went and slept with somebody's wife, even though you saw somebody else get their head chopped off or got their head stoned. You know what I'm saying? For doing it. You still went and sinned. The law was weak through the flesh. You know what I'm saying? And this is blacks and Hispanics today. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that adultery is in the Bible. Everybody knows you shouldn't kill. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows, what is it? Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt, all, especially the 10, whatever the 10 commandments. We all know that. So why is everybody still committing violence in the streets? Why is everybody selling drugs? You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
God sent his own son.
He sent Christ. Go ahead.
So like God sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh.
He sent his son in flesh. He didn't send him in his perfect form. He sent them in the same way me and you are here. We still face the same thoughts. We still suffer from the ghettos. We see that he's seen the same thing we see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's seen everything and faced everything that you face in the ghettos today. I don't see it. What's that right there? Right here. Is that not it? I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? He's seen the same things you and I seen in the ghettos. He still had to face, he had to walk home and face the hoes. He still had those thoughts in his head. He had those demons coming to attack. Did Satan not come and tempt him with the earth, with the world, with the earth? You know what I'm saying? Did he not tell him to jump and the angels will catch him? So his flesh was able to be tempted. You know what I'm saying? He sent him on the earth. You know what I'm saying? You got any more?
And for sin, condemned sin in the flesh.
Keep going.
Verse 4. That the righteous of the law might be fulfilled in us.
Go ahead.
Who walk not after the flesh.
So this is more than just flesh. This is more than just you seeing the punishments of what happens in sins. You know what I'm saying? This is Christ came because what? Keep going.
Who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit.
After the spirit, man. Because you seen Christ come on this earth, right? The same flesh me and you got. He had the same situation, if not worse, than me and you have. He grew up what? In Nazareth? He was in Nazareth. You know what I'm saying? He was in the ghettos. He had the same temptation you and me have. You know what I'm saying? But you'll be inspired by him. That is the spirit that is talking about. You walk after the spirit because you seen Christ who died. You know what I'm saying? He could have easily got off that cross. He could have easily called down the angels to kill those Roman soldiers and destroy Rome. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't, because he had a mission to portray how to fulfill the damn law.
Right.
It condemns your Christian mindset. He didn't come to get rid of it. He came to show you that you can live the law here. You can fulfill the law also. You can follow these laws, statutes, and commandments just like Christ did. You don't have to eat pork just because your grandmother did. You do not have to go party, sleep with whores, do cocaine, do Tusi, do what baby oil, go vote. You didn't have to do none of that because Christ did it and he was perfect at it. So you can do it too. That is when you follow the spirit, not after the flesh. And that is what Christ came here for. You know what I'm saying? Christ came here because he knew his people was going to be in a slacky. God knew his people was going to be in a destroyed state. You know what I'm saying? As the same as we were in Rome. So he sent his only son to save us. You know what I'm saying? The king of us. You know what I'm saying? He sent him. He sent him to save blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians and give us that grace. You know what I'm saying? To come back to the Most High. So we don't have to suffer like the rest of the heathens. You know what I'm saying? He's a good father. He kept his side of the covenant, even though we broke it. He was liable to just, they broke their side of the covenant and leave us. But it's sad, he's such a righteous power, he didn't. He decided to stay on our side. You know what I'm saying? We chose to abandon him. We chose to be with the so-called Edomite and join his military. We chose to sell the Edomites drugs, the white man's drugs. You know what I'm saying? Thinking you cool. Thinking you getting money. You know what I'm saying? We chose those things. We made those decisions and the Lord just sent his punishments. You know what I'm saying? And now we have that grace. Now we have the opportunity to actually follow the law and get it right this time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't got to suffer from the fire that's going to hit the foundations of the mountain. We have an opportunity to escape. We have an opportunity to escape not just by ourselves. We have opportunity to escape with our brothers and sisters, which is why we go out on Saturdays and talk to the people, which is why we have class Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? Which is why we are commanded to save our people, to speak to our people. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't just want to be the only ones on the chariots. We want everybody, all our people, to be on the chariots. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bible told us to gather together, man. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. We need to gather together. West Indians. You know what I'm saying? South Americans, native to South America. You know what I'm saying? Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? They don't get shown enough love. You know what I'm saying? It's like they damn near extinct now. The last time you've seen one of them. That's how evil the damn white man was. He drove them into reservation camps, and now he's trying to kill them off with the alcoholism and the drugs. White man's the devil the Bible speaks of, man. And then you will try to join him and forget about the atrocities he's committed against you and your brothers. You know what I'm saying? And we need to remember those things. And then we remember those things when we see Hurricane Milton destroying their $1 million mansions, making rivers of their neighborhoods. Because guess what? Didn't they do that to us? Did they not flood a city? A black city? You know what I'm saying? Not a city, but a black town. You know what I'm saying? There's a black town that's underwater right now. right? It's not kind of, it's just like Rosewood and Tulsa, Oklahoma. They put it underwater. You know what I'm saying? They put it underwater. You know what I'm saying? I think they opened the dam or something, like they flooded it. You know what I'm saying? Because they wanted to get rid of us. You know what I'm saying? Historically, they've been doing this for ages. They've been trying to get rid of blacks and Hispanics. The brother brought out, I remember seeing the video of the brother talking about how Katrina, there was a whole bunch of racial killings. You think the anger of the so-called white man is not there anymore? You think he loves you all of a sudden? He still wants you to die. He still wants drugs to be in your community. He just wants you to do it yourself now. He's giving you the gun to shoot yourself. He's giving you the gun to shoot your brother. He's giving you the drugs to feed your people. You know what I'm saying? And he's feeding you this so-called hip-hop. And it's all coming out. Now I'm seeing all types of things about how most of these rappers are gay or LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? They putting the most feminine guys in these positions, which should also tell you the spirit of hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? The spirit behind it. Or not hip-hop, this so-called rap stuff that's going on. Not that. The spirit of the what do you would say? The LGBTQ. Because they are willing, you know what I'm saying, to sell their own people out. The so-called lesbian and the so-called I can't say gay, right? LGBTQ. The so-called them and theys. They are willing to sell that, like P. Diddy. He is willing to sell his people out for money. That is low. You know what I'm saying? Which is why we should not uplift that community. Which is why black women should not be backing them. You know what I'm saying? They have a low mindset. They're traitors to the community or traitors to the nation. They do not have black women's best interest in their mind. You are competition to them. They want to wipe you out so they could take your man. You know what I'm saying? Is that it on that?
Okay.
What was that? That was Deuteronomy? Who was that?
No, it was in the room.
Give me Psalms 1 and 1.
Sorry, say it again.
Psalms 1 and 1.
Oh God, this is the book of Psalms. Sorry. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 1, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
You know what I'm saying? I just brought out how it was talking about Christ, who didn't listen to Satan. Right? Now, something we learned not too long ago was the general brought out. Demons work through people sometimes. Right? It's something they might say that will provoke your demon. Right? Provoke you. So read it from the top so I can explain it better.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
Is blessed is the man who doesn't walk in the counsel. Walk is an action, right? Who doesn't do as what? Keep going.
Who doesn't walk in the counsel of the ungodly.
So just because somebody came up, right? Or one of your homeboys you grew up with since day one, right? Told you just smoke this blunt. Like, what's a counsel they try to give you now? Go, let's ooh, a good one. I know you hurting right now. You need the bread, so I'm gonna break you off. You get I'm gonna give you this pound for the free. Just break it down to QPs and go sell it. You know what I'm saying? You don't walk in the counsel of the ungodly. You don't listen to those things. Especially now, a good one for the sisters is go abort that baby. You're not getting along with your husband. You don't think y'all gonna last. Just go ahead and kill the baby and leave him. Tyrone down the street. He's available. You know what I'm saying? You having hard times with your husband? Go sleep with another man. Let's go to the club and find a new man. You know what I'm saying? And then you choose not to. You choose to stay in the Bible. You choose to stay under your husband. That is what this is talking about. You didn't choose to listen to an ungodly counsel. You didn't choose to go against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You didn't choose to smoke that weed, to go sell those peas. You chose not to sleep with random men. You chose differently. And this correlates to what I brought out earlier with the courageousness of our children. That's what they're gonna have to face in America, if America still stands by that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to choose differently than every other student in their classroom. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not choosing the ungodly counsel. They just because they teachers say this, what's the words they're using? They and them is proper pronouns for boys and girls. They don't take that counsel. They don't listen to that. They understand that is Esau being nasty. That is Esau being stupid. You know what I'm saying? They understand that the Lord only made two genders. The Lord only made man and woman. And he made them.
Like, if I could too, what makes Christianity so because everybody that's believing in this is Christians. What makes them so hypocrites is because and I feel like in their world, God made a mistake. Because they believe that God made us.
Oh, the LGBTQs?
Yeah, like God made you. We came from God. So it's like
yeah, you came from God, but then God
He created a boy, but really supposed to be a girl.
Right. So you telling me God is imperfect?
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying? Crazy. All knowing being and all powerful power made you, but he messed up. Right. He messed up somewhere in manufacturing. You know what I'm saying? And now you making the decision to go chop it off or go act a certain way.
Correct, God.
Yeah, not technically you feel like you correcting God. You are correcting God. You're trying to correct God. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to correct God. You over there proofreading his essays. You know what I'm saying? Putting the red pen on his. This is what's wrong with people. What is it? Give me do not lean on your own understanding. And a gift destroy. Nah, not that one.
You said a gift destroys the heart?
Nah, just to lean on understanding. We're saying because we like to live in our own thoughts. We like to live on our own feelings. We like to just go off of what we think is right instead of getting the actual answers. Instead of opening up the Bible and looking for the actual answers that the Lord gave us. The Lord thought of everything for us. He took the hard part out. All you got to do is just follow what he said do. Follow what he said do. We wouldn't be in half the positions we in. It says as what? As iron rusteth, the devil, Esau is still going to be Esau. You know what I'm saying? And we keep falling for it. Go ahead.
As iron rusteth, so does his wickedness. That's the scripture you're trying to quote.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Iron rusteth, so does his wickedness.
Go ahead and pull that scripture.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart, man. Stop trusting in yourself, because yourself keep getting you in trouble. You keep ending up with these women that are abusive, manipulative, and whores. You keep ending up with sisters that leave and sleep with other men, thinking you done found the one. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave you the answers on how to find certain traits in a woman. What is the virtuous woman? The U.P.K got rules, man. 6 months isn't just because we made up a number. It's because you need to get to know somebody. You need to get to know them before you just go and sleep with them. You know what I'm saying? Trust in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You going off because you don't like this law. This law is a little strict. So you go create your own. You don't even like the way you were built. So you go cut off a body part. You know what I'm saying? They say trust in the Lord. The Lord knew what he was doing when he gave you that rod. Or when he gave you that uterus. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he was doing. Trust in him for once. And don't go ahead and cut it off. Don't go in. I don't know what they do with the women, but get something put on. I don't know. Go ahead. I don't know what science does nowadays.
Okay. And lean not unto thy own understanding.
And lean not unto your own understanding, because it'll get you in trouble, man. It'll get you in trouble. You ever talk to a sister that regretted abortion after she had kids? I remember my first festival, Juneteenth festival. Go ahead, what you said?
Kind of just going that, like females, they like. I know a lot of females that feel weird or awkward after they do get that abortion.
Right.
And they get that abortion. That's why they need the man there for that support. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy.
I remember my first Juneteenth festival. I was in the school. I think it was a young man. We had the abortion. What is it? Sign up. And the sister was walking by. She had a stroller of kids. She had like 3 or 4 kids with her. And I think her husband was somewhere in the back. No, she was with girls. And she stopped at the abortion sign. And it's like she almost broke into tears. I don't want to say almost. She did break into tears, and she was crying, and she was like, "Y'all right." You know what I'm saying? Because, and she came up and told the I.O.C.K like her story. And she was like, I got my first abortion during this date. You know what I'm saying? And when she finally had her first son, it made her regret that abortion. You know what I'm saying? And she was telling her, she was saying how she was bamboozled and gaslit to get it. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing the blessing that the Lord gave her to have children. You know what I'm saying? And it was heavy to see that. Go ahead.
I'm kind of saying it's heavy because, you know, getting abortions, by you getting an abortion, the punishment that the Lord gives you is you can't even have kids anymore.
Exactly. You put yourself at risk for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you put yourself at risk for breast cancer too. You know what I'm saying? They give you like a mountain of flyers at the abortion clinic that's like, you might be facing this, you might be facing this, you know, talking all the side effects that you'll get from getting this abortion. You know what I'm saying? And that still doesn't deter you. You still gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And then you bring the stupidest broad with you, because the man didn't want to go because he didn't believe in it probably. But you brought the stupidest broad that her life is in shambles. And she in there gaslighting you. Talking about, girl, get it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't ready for no kid. And this is why I say don't lean on not on your own understanding. The Lord gave you a child for a reason. The Lord blessed you with the child for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I know some brothers that say that she was on birth control. You know what I'm saying? The baby finna come out with the birth control. That's how you know the Lord wants you to have that child for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It may be to like work things out with your rib, you know what I'm saying? To fix things, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Lord know what he's doing when he sends these children down here. He has plans, and you are trying to thwart his plans by killing the baby. By letting them demons get in your head. You know what I'm saying? That ungodly counsel, sis, that is ungodly counsel when a friend is telling you an abortion is an option. I remember me and Officer Muthumya, we went to a Trenton city council. Not city council, it was like a neighborhood council or district council. And it was this Edomite white boy. And he worked at the hospital, I guess. And he was telling what he wanted to be done, I think, to the secretary of the mayor or something like that. And he was pushing for what do they call those zones where they can shoot the drugs up? And they give out needles and all types of drugs. I think they got one in Philly. It's like no, it's like the zones where they go to actually do drugs, and they call it safe haven, so you can go do drugs. It's a certain name they got, but basically he wanted it in Trenton. You know what I'm saying? He was pushing for that to be done in Trenton. and my brother Austin Mathamyas got right up. It was I thought we was about to go to camp. You know what I'm saying? You know, Austin Mathamyas, he real aggressive with the speech and all that. He was getting busy on the whiteboard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because he understood. We understand the little sly tricks Satan, or not Satan, the devil tries to play when it comes to our people. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna try to push more drugs on our people. They already getting high as hell. Why would you give them more of an opportunity to do more drugs? You know what I'm saying? So that's what the priest, and this is what we got to do more and more. That's why we got to get in these city councils and start talking to these and seeing what's going on, because we go in some of these city councils. This is me and my brother. We trying to push, because you go in some of these city councils, a lot of them is empty. These district councils, a lot of them is empty, and they be talking about some crazy stuff they trying to put in our communities. You know what I'm saying? In our neighborhoods that they don't even live in. You know what I'm saying? They somewhere in the suburbs. They discussing how to use drugs safely in your neighborhood, but let it happen in their neighborhood. They is up in arms. Go ahead.
And what's so crazy is these damn devils, they know what they're doing too.
Right.
Because mind you, ain't no hood, or I mean, how can I say it? Ain't no like somebody that's out there trapping. Ain't nobody, none of them is going to the city council.
Exactly.
But you know who might well go, who's tired of seeing all this money that they put into their neighborhood go to waste because of how bad their community is the man that's working.
Right.
And do you want to hold your city council at 10 o'clock in the morning when we are at work?
Right.
We're at work right now.
Like you gotta call off. You barely can make the rent when you working. You want me to take a day off? You know what I'm saying? They do these little slide tricks, so you don't know what's going on. But don't worry. The minute I.S.U.P.K, we gonna get it handled. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start figuring these things out and start seeing what this devil got planned for us. You know what I'm saying? And we are going to thwart his plans. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start attending these things. We're gonna do what we always been doing since 1969, and that's take the helm of leading Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians under commanding General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? We are going to continue to push this truth and fight this damn devil. You know what I'm saying? Because he is trying to wipe us out. And the Lord is destroying him. Even as the Lord is spanking his tail right now, you know what I'm saying, with the COVID, the hurricanes, and the Middle East war and World War III, he is still trying to kill you. He's like, he will not let up. It's similar to how the Pharaoh was in Egypt. When even after the last plague where the death angel killed the Pharaoh's firstborn, all the firstborns in Egypt, without the blood above the door, he still came after Israel. You know what I'm saying? He still come clawing at Israel, trying to kill us. You know what the Lord did again? As any good father, he protected us. I just seen the short documentary about how they seen the chariot wheels under the Red Sea. You know what I'm saying? And that's what your Lord will do for you if you'll follow him. You know what I'm saying? They put their trust in the Most High when they crossed that Red Sea, and he drowned those Egyptians. He drowned them. But guess what? He ain't drowning so-called Edomites this time. He burning them.
Right.
Go watch some videos of how the nuclear bomb tests and how they do them. Go look at them. Yeah, you know what's they called? Hiroshima and Nagasaki or Takasaki, whatever, Japanese, the cities they bombed with the nukes for the first time, the atomic bomb. After they bombed them, I think the first mile or two, the people that was in that vicinity vaporized. They literally, like, imagine you walking the dog, you see the bomb, your shadow was there on the ground. Like that's how much heat comes from that bomb. The shadow was on the bomb. This is 1960 something too. You gotta remember that. I think this is the 60s or 40s. I can't remember, but this is how long ago was that now? Over a couple decades. You know what I'm saying? They literally turned into a shadow on the ground. I think a couple more miles out, the force from the bomb blew limbs off, and it was on fire. A couple more miles out, they had radiation poisoning and stuff like that. So imagine what they got now. You know what I'm saying? Imagine what kind of artillery is out there now. You know what I'm saying? I know they got bombs that shoot shrapnel out. I know they got all types of bombs. They got a hydrogen bomb that sucks all the oxygen out of the air. You know what I'm saying? They got all types of bombs now. Imagine what the nukes they have now does, though. How far the reach is. You know what I'm saying? I seen a little video of, and they was displaying the reaches of it. They got bombs that destroy whole cities. You know what I'm saying? You're going to suffer those fates when it comes to following America. You're going to be sitting there one day chomping on that Thanksgiving dinner, and your eye socket, you're going to feel extreme heat all of a sudden, and your eyes is just going to melt inside the sockets. You're going to be holding that child like a stubborn person under the Christmas tree and watch your child melt in your hands because you decided, I wanted to have Christmas for my children. You know what I'm saying? Which is against the Lord. You know what I'm saying? These things are going to happen if you don't follow him. You're going to suffer the same fate that the people of Palestine are facing. Since you want to be with them so bad. Since you want to pray for Palestine so bad. Since you want to pray for Lebanon so bad. You know what I'm saying? You're going to face the same fate they face. You're going to be destroyed by bombs. You're going to get destroyed by nuclear bombs. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be mad when you see the nation of Israel in them chariots. Start going up in them chariots. You're going to be so sad. And it's going to be terrifying. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be so mad that you didn't just be courageous. You are going to be so mad that you didn't take the opportunity that the Most High gave you. You know what I'm saying? To be different. To be courageous. Be strong. You know what I'm saying? Stand strong. Instead, you broke. You chose to be with America. You chose to celebrate the holidays. You chose all of those things. Salakia. Give me Zephaniah 2:1 again. I think they're going upstairs. They sound like big man. Nah, they not at the door. That's what it sounds. No, I'm saying like it sounds like cuz. But the Lord is going to destroy America, man. And Milton is just like not even a speck of what he's like, not even a speck of his power. That hurricane is tiny to what the Lord has in store for America. America is going to come and be crumbled. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be crumbs. You know what I'm saying? They call it the lake of fire in the Bible for a reason. You got it? Go ahead. I'm going to end on this. Again.
This is
Go ahead.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Gather yourselves together.
And I repeat this again, man, as I said in the beginning of the class. This is important for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to do. We need to gather together. Not only do we just need to gather together, we need to gather together under one banner, under one law, under one nation. You know what I'm saying? We can't just be out here doing whatever the hell we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Gather together. You know what I'm saying? Black, Hispanic, Native Indian. Put your differences aside. You know what I'm saying? Put your pride to the side. Forgive. Love your brothers. Love your sisters. You know what I'm saying? Get out of the Christian church. The Christian church is falling.
Right.
The Muslim mosques are falling. These children need you. They need you to gather together. They need to be raised by strong men and women. Be courageous, man. Build up your nation. You can't do it by yourself. You cannot build up this nation by yourself. So gather together and be different, man. Come in here in all black under commanding General YAHANNA and gather yourselves together. Be something that Black and Hispanic boys and girls want to look up to. Be the community leaders. Be the neighborhood leaders. Be your nation's leaders. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord will come for you. He will see that we are prepared and ready to be saved, man. We are prepared and ready to leave America. You know what I'm saying? Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of going through what we going through for 400 years and seeing no difference? We tried everything. We tried politics. We tried the Christian church. We tried the civil rights. We tried Islam, the Nation of Islam. We tried the Buddhists. We tried the LGBTQ or whatever, Black Lives Matter. All of it is proven to be false. Black Panthers, you know what I'm saying? Stones, GDs, whatever you want to call them. Bloods, Crips, the gangster way. We tried all of those ways and it all led to our destruction, man. The only way we have left is to follow the Lord.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And with that, we're the I.S.U.P.K, started 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. I'm passing this class over to powerful priest and officer of 50, Netanyahu.